Today we hear about two instances of people being persecuted for preaching the truth. The first one is a general reference to the fact that the people of God throughout history who have spoken the truth have been persecuted for preaching that truth. It seems like a difficult thing to reconcile if we're the people of the truth, to be put out there among people who are going to persecute us. It seems like a strange and odd deal we get from God. However, this is the deal. If you look out throughout history, the prophets, the great judges, all of the people who are preaching the truth of the gospel reached very difficult times at the hands of their brothers and sisters, people who should otherwise know better. The truth is that the truth gets us into trouble, but this is not something that should scare us. Even Jesus went through it himself. You look at the gospel for today, and he's walking around Judea carefully because they were trying to kill him. He starts to speak the truth when he gets recognized, and of course, the people who are out to get him come out to get him yet again. But what was it about what he was saying that made people so angry? Well, the strange thing about it is that he was simply preaching the truth, that he came to usher in the new era in the covenant with God and his people. So what about us when we go out and start to preach the truth about how we're supposed to love our neighbor and care for the poor, stand for life, stand for truth, stand for goodness, make the world a better place than we found it? When we preach that we're supposed to live for others and not for ourselves, and the way we preach those things make people angry. What are we supposed to do with this? Well, first, it's time to take heart. It says in the gospel that the Feast of Tabernacles was near. It was a Jewish feast where they celebrated by building little structures to eat in, little huts or little buildings, symbolizing the fact that God loves us in a way that is protecting, that is sheltering. It was a feast of the sheltering love of God. So first, take heart. The God who teaches you how to love has a sheltering, protecting love for you. And two, don't let yourself get ahead of yourself. Even those who don't preach the truth sometimes find themselves persecuted. In order to make sure that you are preaching the truth, and that's the reason you're being persecuted, be sure to fall upon God's love always. Never take yourself so seriously that you lose your charity, lose your calm, lose your love for those, even those who are being wicked and acting against you. There is no reason to fear, because our God loves us with a sheltering love. Preach the truth always, preach it boldly with passion and charity. And remember that God is always close to those who call upon his name in truth.